Hi there. So it's Thursday night, which means it's time for Sponge and Stamp Social Hour, where we hang out, we get crafty, and we create something fun together. I'm Tina Carini. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator coming to you from Byron, Georgia. So I am super excited to be here tonight. And if you see my eyeballs looking around, I'm just checking everything to make sure that we are good. I see me over here, so I'm assuming that that means that we are live and we're okay. My mic is working. I remembered to turn it on. So this is so much fun. Like I said, I'm super excited. So you guys, I've got 4 great cards for you tonight. I can't wait to share them with you. I'm pretty sure you're going to think they're great too. So I can't wait to get started on that. But first, we're going to do a little chit chat and wait for everybody to hop on here, because I can't get my boxes in my Facebook to go away, and so that I can see everything here, what's going on Facebook, and see everybody's comments. Hey Kim, how are you? So if you are joining me live, please comment and say hello and where you're watching from so that we can all say hi to you. Kim, are you on your cruise yet? Today is Thursday. I hope all is well with you guys. Been thinking about you a lot, and all that jazz, praying for you too. So anyway, it is also Happy Mail night, which means when you purchase $45 in my online store before tax, shipping, rewards, and any coupons, I will send you the 4 make and takes that we do tonight in the mail for free as a thank you gift. In Daytona Beach on the first leg of our trip. Oh, I'm so excited for you. I hope that you have a great time. I'm glad you're on here. I really didn't expect you to be. But anyway, super excited about that. So I think you guys are going to really enjoy the make and takes, and you're going to want them. So let's see. It is almost the weekend. We have 1 day to go. Headed to Miami tomorrow, and then on the ship Saturday. Yay! That is going to be so much fun for you. Like I said, I'm super excited. I can't wait till one day that Vic and I get to take a cruise. But we got so much going on right now with trying to remodel and all that stuff, and he might be needing back surgery. But anyway, he will be needing back surgery, so it just depends on when that's going to happen. So we're going to play 4 different games, and I know I just did a squirrel on you guys, but that's me. You know, have you ever felt like, I feel like sometimes I'm like a squirrel that runs in front of a car and it goes back and forth because it doesn't know where to go? That's me. So anyway, we're going to play 2 different games tonight. We're going to do it a little different. I just thought it would be so much fun to switch it up. And but unfortunately, because of the type of game we're going to play, I'll have to reveal the winners on next Thursday's live. But I think you guys will be okay with that. It's just something a little different. We're going to try that instead of our numbers game, and I think it'll be fun. So Happy Mail. Let's see. I talked about Happy Mail. I talked about that. So this weekend, my family and I are going to get together for family game night. We do that once a month. Each family host takes turns hosting it at their home. So this Saturday is my brother and sister-in-law's turn, and it's my brother's birthday. So we get to celebrate his birthday together, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So what we do is we get together, we have a meal together, and we chit-chat, we poke fun at each other, and we play games for hours, and it's a lot of fun. So you guys let me know what you guys are doing for the weekend. I know Kim will be on a big ship having the time of her life and hopefully getting to relax and just forget about the cares of this world. So for a little while anyway. I have notes everywhere so that I don't forget anything. And are you guys ready to get started? Let's go ahead and go down to our craft table. Here we go. So let's see here. The first card that we're going to do is, I can't even see my eyeballs, you know, how many people are watching us live, because it's just not showing me. And even on my phone, it's just not telling me. And I don't know how to get it to, oh, we have 4 people, yay! But I only see 1 person commenting. You guys comment, say hello, just so that we can say hi back. So let's see, the first card is going to be a really simple and easy card, and this is it right here. This is using the Designer Series paper, Cute as a Bug. It's 12 by 12. I love this paper, and this is what we're going to be doing. And we're using Gorgeous Grape and Poppy Parade. We're using the two-tone cardstock of Poppy Parade, so it's darker on one side, lighter in the inside, and it's white in the center. So you can tear it and you get the white, or you can emboss it and sand the top and the white will show through. So it's really fun cardstock. They call it cardstock, but it's really thin like paper, and it's just a lot of fun. So here is our card pack. Oh, so when you get your Make and Take in the mail, you will get 4 packs. They'll be just like this. All the pieces and parts will be in the envelopes, and then it will come in a large envelope. So we have that. The stamp set that we're using is Words of Beauty. We're going to be using You're a Great Friend, that greeting there. So that's what we're using. I've already got it blocked up, so we're ready to go with that. And Gorgeous Grape is the ink that we're going to use to stamp the sentiment in it. So let me go ahead and move this right over here so you guys can still see it. We're going to pull this out. Hey, Lynette. 30 minutes from there. Live 30 minutes from there. 30 minutes from Daytona? Okay. Yeah, Lynette doesn't live very far from where you are at, Kim. And I used to live in Deltona years and years ago. Okay, so we've got our Gorgeous Grape. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. Is Carol on here? I see somebody having issues from his surgery last night. Oh no. Your husband is in the ER, Carol. Oh no. I hope everything is going to be okay. I'm so glad that you're on here, but if you need to be with your husband, I completely understand. All right, so we've gone ahead and we have given that a trying to keep up with these comments. This is so new to me. Oh yes, Carol, we will definitely all be praying for you and your husband. I have been, since you told me that he was having a surgery. Okay, so this piece right here, I have got the measurements written inside my card, so yay me. Okay, so our base is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. We have a piece of Very Vanilla, which is 4 by 5 1/4. These should be the exact same. So one is for the inside. This is actually two-tone, so I don't know if you'll be able to see it on here, but one side is lighter and one side is darker. So if I do it like that, you might be able to see it. I don't know, but it is, one side is lighter and one side is darker. So I'm going to use the darker side, is going to be facing up. We're going to go ahead and we're going to glue, no, we're not going to glue that down. I almost got ahead of myself. So we have this piece right here, squirrel, Poppy Parade, two-tone cardstock. We're going to use the lighter side. This is the darker side. This is the lighter side. It looks like a little pinkish. So it's very pretty. 1.5 by 5. What we're going to do is we're going to place that in the middle. I am going to take some adhesive and I am just going to run a piece down that side right there. And, oh, I meant to do that on my silicone mat. Shoot. So let's bring that in right here. And then just like that, we're going to have a sticky place there, but it'll be all right. And then all you're going to do is you're going to wrap this around your very vanilla layer here. Just like that. And then we're going to wrap it around on this side too. Just like that. Okay. Now we're going to glue this down. So I'm going to take my liquid glue. And we're just going to put some glue right around here. It's a brand new glue bottle, so it came oozing out. And then we're going to put it on the front of our card base. Try to give it an even layer. Let me move up. I got to get used to this. Let me move up. I have to, it's higher up than my phone goes. Does that make sense? You'll watch the replay. Okay, Carol. My thoughts are with you, sweetheart. Okay, so let me see if I can't get that off of there. Let me take this because I don't want everything sticking to that. Just got my trusty glue eraser. I love this thing. This is a lifesaver for me. You can get this at craft stores. I think you can even get it at the Dollar Tree. We don't sell them. I think we used to, but we don't anymore. Okay, so then we got our designer series paper. And like I said, this is part of the Cute as a Bug paper. And this is 3 inches by 4 inches. And it's just going to go right in the center of that. So, of our card front here. Just going to put a little glue on there. And this paper is so pretty. Oh, it's cute and pretty and all of the above. And I just love it. I think I got that straight. I don't know. I don't see straight, cut straight, nothing straight. Oh me. I think that's pretty good. Okay, there we go. Then all we got left is to stamp our sentiment, and our sentiment piece is 5/8 by 3 inches, and we're going to take our gorgeous grape. We're going to ink up our "You're a Great Friend." We're going to try to stamp this right in the center and straight. Straight. Did I say straight? That won't happen. Oh, Lynette, this paper is great. I love it. And we're going to pop this up. So let's grab our dimensionals. And I think probably 2 is going to be enough. I don't know. Let's see. If it goes through the mail, I don't want it to sag in the center. So we'll put 3. We're going to close this up before an accident happens. And then we're going to do this. Right in the center. Are we centered? We're centered enough. All right. I think that's a little high on that end. Okay. There we go. And then you just put our inside in. Now you can decorate your inside any way you want to. If you want to bring in a stamp set that you have that you think would look good with this paper, by all means, go right ahead. If you have this paper at home, you can always take a strip of that paper and put it on here. You can put it down at the bottom or on the side or on this side, however you want to do it. Stamp another sentiment in the inside. So there we go. There is card number 1. Okay, you guys like that? I think that is so simple and so cute. I got to keep this in here because I will be doing a PDF for the cutting measurements for it. All right, we're done with this. Let's put this up. We got that. We got this. And that's it. So this is out of the way. That's done. All right, you guys. So card number 2 is gonna be, we're using an older stamp set, but it's a good one, and I wanted to use it before it might retire. I don't know. They don't tell us, so I don't know. But we've got, this is it right here. I forgot to show it to you. I just threw it right up there. So we've got, this is Loveliest Trees. And this designer series paper is, oh boy, I know I wrote it down. It is the Nature's Walk paper that we're using, which is awesome paper too. All of the papers are absolutely awesome. So we have some baker's twine here. This is retired, but I have like a whole roll of it. So you will get your baker's twine with this card too. And I've already stamped and die cut that, but you will have the pieces to do that. So you will have your piece of basic white, which is 2 7/8 by 4 3/8, and that will for you to stamp your tree and die cut it if you have this. If you don't, you can also use this and stamp whatever you have to do it. You could use a leaf, a fern, a critter, a flower, whatever you wanted to do. Okay, so here again we've got our card base, which is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And we are going to go ahead and give that a nice burnish. There we go. And then we have our basic white, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And we're not going to glue that down yet, but we are, and we have our inside piece, which is the same size, 4 by 5 1/4. Let's go ahead and glue that in. Oh, actually, you know what? We have our, let me show you. I forgot to show you. So we have our bundle, the Loveliest Trees. Like I said, we're going to be doing the tree. We've got this little cluster of leaves, and I'm making this a sending heartfelt sympathy card. So you can make it whatever you want, a birthday, a thinking of you, a congratulations, relax, whatever you wanted to do, you can certainly do. All right, so before I glue anything down, just in case we have oops, I've already got these blocked up. We are going to use Garden Green and Early Espresso. So this card actually was using Old Olive, but I decided to use Garden Green. So we are going to bring in our Garden Green. I'm going to move this out of the way. And our Early Espresso. We're going to stamp our sentiment in Early Espresso. Try to center it on here the best that we can. So I'm going to see where I need to stamp, or at least whereabouts. And I'm going to stamp it right in the center of this white space. Make sure that's inked up good. Try to get it straight. There we go. All right, and that is all we need for the Early Espresso. And then we need Garden Green. So, oops, my thumb went right in that ink pad. We're going to ink that up. And I'm just going to stamp a leaf, that cluster of leaves going that way. And the cluster of leaves going this way. There we go. All right, so we are ready to glue this down and then put it on our cardstock. So here we go. We are going to just glue this down and try to give an even border, top and sides. I think that's probably pretty good. I need to put my reading glasses on, but I'm okay with that. Then we're going to wrap this, but we need to put some glue down here at the bottom here, or not at the bottom, but at the bottom of that designer series paper, because we are going to wrap that around a couple times. So I'm just going to stick it right there, see if I got that right. Oh, it's up a little high. Okay, so there we go. Wrap that around. Oops. Well, that came off. Okay. There we go. Just like that. That's some sticky tape there. Okay, so we're going to wrap that around and wrap that around just like that. Really sticky tape. And then we are going to put some glue on this. Put some glue on this too. We don't really need the glue there, but we're going to put it there. Oops, that's a little much. Put a little line through there. And then we're going to layer this on here. Try to get even sides all the way around, top, bottom, and sides. Just like so. Then we're going to pop our tree up just like so. So we need our dimensionals. This paper is showing kind of like an orangey brown, but it's really not. It's early espresso. It's really pretty. So we're still struggling with our color. We're having a hard time getting the color adjusted, and it may be that we just need a new top-down camera. So we'll just have to wait and see. Did I get that on there right? Yes. And then there we go. So let's put our inside, and the same thing here. Let's go ahead and stamp this cluster. You know, you really could do. Let's do this. We've got this blocked up, so let's go ahead and do it. I'm going to ink this up in the garden green, and then I'm going to stamp it off, and then I am going to just put it right here, right about where our sentiment would go, or wherever you want to. I pulled some of my thank you cards we've made to give to our cabin steward with goodies every day. Oh, how sweet. They're going to love you, Kim. All right, so there we go. We could have stamped this off one more time just so that it would have been a little bit lighter. But I think that if you used your early espresso ink, it will be fine. So let's go ahead and put this in here. Or when you do yours, whatever you use. Because like I said, I tried to make these, design these cards to where you could use any stamp sets that you have. But if you don't have this, it is in my online store. All right, there we go. Card number 2. Hope you guys really like this. Tell me which one you like better. Do you like the old olive or the garden green? I like them both. All right, so we've got that. Let's get these out of the way. We don't need these. I don't want to get confused. Okay, the next one is card number 3. We're doing really good right now. I think I'm going to leave my favorite one for last. It's my favorite. Although the cute as a bug one comes really close. All right, so this is the card we're doing here. This is in Blackberry Bliss and Seafoam. And then this is a retired shimmer paper from the 24-26 in colors. And I just thought it looked really pretty on there. So we're using it, and I have plenty of it. So, yep. So this is embossed using the Paradise Garden Hybrid folder. And we are also using Petals of Beauty bundle. So we have the dies, which we don't really need them because I've already cut it all out for you guys. You like them both too? Oh, yay. Okay, and then we're going to be using the larger flower here, right here, and this leaf and this right here. So I've already embossed this stuff. So here it is. Let's put this over here. Let's bring our inks over here. Let me move some stuff around just a little bit. Okay, so we're going to be using Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Pretty in Pink, and Blackberry Bliss. I love Pretty in Pink and Blackberry Bliss together. I think it is so, so very pretty. Whoops, let's straighten that back up. All right, so you guys, all right, so in our card kit here, let's just dump this all out. As you can tell, I've already done some stamping. I stamped off the Pretty in the Pink and the Blackberry Bliss, and I may just go ahead and do that for you guys. So we have our piece of glimmer paper. I think I have, oh, I didn't put my measurements in here. Well, okay, so I'm pretty sure this is an inch. So it's an inch by, well, I'll tell you, 3.5. So this is an inch by 3.5. This is 3/4. Is that right? 3/4 by 3 1/8. And this is, we've already embossed that. So isn't that, let me get it up closer to you. Isn't that so, so pretty? I love, there it is. There you guys can see it. It's so pretty. Then we have our seafoam, but let me tell you what size this is. I know I put the, oh, you know what? They're in the other card. Oh, shoot. Okay. This is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And this is our normal size, 4 by 5 1/4. That is our layer for this. So that's going to go on here. This is our inside piece. It's the same size, 4 1/4 by 5 and 4 by 5 1/4. This is for our stamping. What was this for? Oh, I think this was an extra piece just in case I messed up on our stamping. All right, so let's go ahead. I am gonna go ahead and glue this down. Well, let's fold our card first. 8.5 by 5.5 scored at 4 1/4. That's usually what I use. It's my favorite. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and glue this down. All right. And I probably put a little bit more glue than what I need, but I really like to have a little bit of wiggle room. That's just me. Oops. Oops. And then sometimes I move it around too much and I lose my wiggle room and it's really crooked now. All right, so there we go. It's crooked, but we're gonna go with it. And then this piece right here, we're gonna glue that down. I'm looking at my card, making sure that I'm not missing a step. Don't you hate that? When you glue something down and you're like, oh, something had to wrap around that. And then you have to pry it. Or get your heat tool gun and heat it up so that it pries up easily. All right, there we go. We got that and we got that. So let's go ahead. I don't think I really need to, most of you guys know how, but just in case somebody's watching that hasn't done this yet. So this is the two-step stamping, and plus we're stamping off. So we're just gonna walk through this real fast. I've got all of my pieces here. This piece right here, I sure thought I put this in this bucket, but I did not. This comes from, I don't remember, but I'll have it listed on the supply list. You know, I always forget something. It just never fails. No matter how hard I try and do a checklist and all that kind of jazz. All right, so I'm stamping off, and then we're going to stamp it on here. So with the Petals of Beauty, if you can tell, it's got this one little piece that comes out like that. That's how you know how to line it up. So I'm going to ink this up in the Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to stamp that up. So here on our detailed stamp, we've got that part, that little skinny part that comes out. Well, we're just going to find that on this image here. And we are going to just try to line this up. For whatever reason, I am struggling to see. Of course, this is really light, so I don't know if I got that right. Not too bad. And then what we're going to do is you would take your die right here. So let's go ahead and pull that out. You would take your large die here and you would just line it up the best that you can. Sometimes I can nail it right on the first time, and sometimes I have to like move it around, wiggle it around. Okay, so there, so that. And then I would take my Post-it note and just hold that down and just crank it through my Stampin' Cut and Boss machine. And then that would be done. So for our leaf right here, I'm going to close these up because I don't believe that I need them right now, but I'm not going to toss them too far aside because I may decide to bring them in and use them. So I'm taking my old olive, inking that up, gonna put that down there. I should be using my piercing mat. Then I'm bringing in my Mossy Meadow and this little veiny thing right here and inking that up in Mossy Meadow, and then I'm just going to stamp it down right there. And isn't that pretty how that makes that beautiful like leaf vein in it? So pretty. And then you would take your die, run that through your die machine. Okay, so we did that, we got that done, we got that done. This can go back in here, this can go back in here, this can go back in here, and this can go back in here. And then we have our sentiment. We're going to stamp in Mossy Meadow because I think the Mossy Meadow pops against all that pretty pinky purple stuff. Okay. And then we're just going to try. Oh, I got this on a wrong block. I can't see what I'm doing. Let me see if I can't put that on. No. Let me see here. I'm going to try it. If it's crooked, it's crooked, right? And I didn't stamp it in the right place. So good thing we have double-sided paper. I just got a little bit of a cutting edge there. We'll just press that down. I want it to come over to the right side, but not too far because I want to be able to trim the edge. Oh, it's a little crooked. It's okay. All right. Then what we're going to do is we're going to take this. We're going to line this up with the edge there. And then I'm going to take my scissors. And I am going to just kind of hold it in place. And I'm going to come up here and cut an angle. Like that. And then I'm going to cut an angle, but I'm going to leave, I'm going to make like where it has a little bit of a border there. Just like that. So can you see what I did? Like that. All right, so we don't need that. So then I'm going to glue this down. Oh, that would have worked anyway. Should have used it. Oh well. Okay, and then this is going to go just like that. I love this glimmer paper. Okay, we're ready to start assembling. So then we have our flower here, and we have, how did I do this? Let me look. Okay, so this piece here comes over here. It comes here. Because you got to make sure that you don't cover your sentiment, but everything fits on your card. I think we got it. Okay, so I think I popped that up. I did. We popped that up. And then we have these pieces here. So I'm just going to glue them down just like so. So let me put a little bit of glue on here. And then we're going to just place this right about there. I'm covering up all my pretty veins. That's okay. And we are going to place this. I'm going to go ahead and pop this up So I threw, here they are. Okay. I'm trying not to just throw things when I'm done with it so that I can find it when I need it again. You guys, I'm falling off my chair. Let me tell you a funny story. So, funny story is my chair is breaking. So, it's losing its oomph. There's no better way to say it than that. So, when I sit on it, it kind of goes down. And I knew I glued that on there. And then, uh-oh. Well, good thing that didn't stick. So what I'm going to do is I am going to glue this. I'm going to go ahead and glue this on here first. That's probably a smarter way to do that since we have a little bit of space to work with. Okay, just like that. And then we're going to glue this flower on here. So I'm just going to put a dab of glue. A dollop will do ya. All right. Just like that. All right. There we go. So you can add ribbon or embellishments or whatever you want to this card. The options are wide. So let's see here. But for fun, we've got these. These are the sparkle dots. Doesn't tell me what the colors are, and I don't really remember. I think this is pretty in pink. This is probably, I don't know. It might be Poppy Parade, but you know what? It would be pretty on there. Or we've got, I don't think I like that. We can bring in our good old trusty rhinestones that you can color with your markers, your Stampin' Blends, to have them coordinate a little bit better. So I think I'm going to use one of the, I'm going to use a big one. And I think, what color do you guys think? We could do, we could do Daffodil Delight. We could do, I don't have Blackberry Bliss. We could do Pretty in Pink, or we can just leave it plain. I don't want too many color, because we've got so much going on here. I think we're just going to leave it plain. All right, so we're going to take one of these, oops, right off of there. Come on. And we're just going to stick a little rhinestone on there. So how pretty is that? A little bling bling on there. And bling bling here. So that is card number 3, and I have forgot to play a game. We got 2 of them to play. So you guys, here we go. What is your favorite game to play? So in the comments, put game 1 and then your answer. Let's go ahead and put the inside to this card. You could stamp on here, flower, whatever you wanted, leaves, whatever you want to do, you can do, but I'm just going to leave it blank. I'm just going to put a little bit of tape on here, tape runner, and I'm going to do that, and I'm going to let you guys answer. Put your answers down. I'm really excited to see what you put. And again, I will choose the winner during the week. Okay, so let's see here. That is that for that. Okay, so we are done with these. I am going to put these in here. We are done. I know we need the hybrid one still. Okay. That is going to go over there. That is going to go over there. And I need a sip of my coffee. Squeak. A Monopoly. Okay, so what is Squeak? I have no idea. Never heard of it. Would that be a fun game to play on family night? Here's our last and final card, and I absolutely love this card. And I almost was going to do this for our card class, but we have something similar to this for our card class, so we're good. All right. In this, I love this card. We have Monopoly and Squeak. Okay, so remember, if you are watching the replay, and if you're watching the replay on YouTube, you can join in on this game. And you just have to put your answers. Let's see, I got to put a time frame so I have time to, let's see. So the last day to play this game will be the 25th of this month. That way I can choose and be able to tell you who your winner is on Thursday night. Okay, so we're using the Paradise Garden bundle in the Hybrid 3D embossing folder. We've already got our stamps done. And let me show you what stamps I used for this card. So I used this little leaf right here. I love this leaf. It's so pretty. The sentiment is wishing you a lovely day. And we're using these little dots here too. That could be pollen, could be seeds blowing from the flowers, or it could even be raindrops. Okay, so we have got, let me move that out of the way. Here's our piece here. So on this one, we're also using some retired ribbon. It's that petal pink and white that came in a combo pack. And I have plenty of this too for these cards. So you will be getting that ribbon as well. All these parts and pieces you'll be getting. So all the cards, anything that's dry embossed, you will get dry embossed. Anything that is stamped that you have to die cut out, I will give you a piece of cardstock to do that. And again, you can use whatever you have. Any die cut shaped labels like this will come in your kit, designer series paper, all the stuff except for stamped images. I'm not allowed to send those due to the angel policy through Stampin' Up. Okay, so we've got petal pink card base, 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And I don't know, we may not be able to have time to play our final game. I am going to put this aside. Then we're going to bring this in. And then we are going to take our Mossy Meadow, I believe is what I used. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I used Mossy Meadow. This is Seafoam. This is cut to 4 by 5 1/4. I'm just going to take these little dots and I'm just going to stamp them all up and down. And I don't have to go very far because you can see it just has to go just a little bit because this paper is going to cover it. And then I'm coming down here to this side and I'm going to do the same thing. Just like that. All right, there we go. Now we are ready to assemble. All right, so we're going to put that like so. Didn't really matter. It could have stayed the other way. We're going to put our embossed piece. We're going to put it all the way up to the edge, just like that. So it goes to the side edge and the top edge. And we're going to glue that down. I'm having so much fun, you guys. I hope you are too. Okay. And we are going to put this right like so. And then we're going to bring in our designer series paper. And this, oh, I did not write the name of this, but it's the one that goes with, I think it's the one that goes with the petals of beauty. Okay, so it's going to go like that. So we're going to put our glue, throwing the glue around. And that's going to go down in the bottom right hand corner, edge to edge, just like so. Okay. All right, so now we are ready to put this on our petal pink card base. Okay, we're going to play the other game because I know, aren't these colors beautiful, Kim? It's a card game. You use the number of decks of cards as the number of people you have playing. Okay. When you get back from your trip, you're going to have to tell me, you're going to have to explain that to me because that might be fun. Okay, so you've got this. Scoots it. Oh, come on. Sometimes I scoots it too much and then it won't scoots anymore. Sometimes I kill me with the choice of words that I use. All right, there we go. And then we have our label that we are going to stamp our sentiment on. I'm using Calypso Coral on Petal Pink. Wishing you a lovely day. So if you're watching for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. And if you are looking for a demonstrator, I would love the opportunity to earn your business. So just reach out to me. Okay, there we go. We've already stamped our leaves and die cut them, so we don't need to do that. And then we have our ribbon. So all we're going to do with our ribbon, and this may be too long, but I'd much rather it be too long than not long enough. I think it's about 14 inches or so. Yeah, it's about 14 inches, maybe a little bit more than that. But we're just going to crisscross this around just like that. We're going to push this down, and I do have a little more than what I need, but I think it's going to be okay. All right, so I'm going to flip this over. I'm going to put some seal right in this area right here because that is about where it's going to go. And I'm going to place it down just like that. I'm probably going to need to stick a little bit more right in there. Well, let's put a little bit right there. Okay, there we go. Then we can trim these up, and I need new ribbon scissors because they don't cut very well anymore. Oh, I can't wait for you to teach me that. I think it's going to be so much fun. Okay, we are going to cut this at an angle, and we're going to cut this one at an angle right about there. All right, we're done with those. Trash. Okay. Then we have our, okay, so let's play the second game before we run out of time here because we're almost done with this card. And then it's my thank yous and all that stuff. Okay, so the next game is going to be, this is really simple, you guys. I stamped that on backwards on the wrong side, you guys. That's okay. Nobody will know. What is your favorite candy? So game 2 is what you put in the comment with your answer. We're just going to glue these right in these corners here, just like so. So I'm going to take this. We are almost done. I can't believe it. I'm kind of sad. I really am enjoying this tonight. Oh, so much. All right, we're going to put some glue dots, not glue dots, Stampin' Dimensionals. So we're going to put one here, we're going to put one here. I think that's going to be enough. I don't know for sure. You can always, you know what, I think I am, just so that when it goes through the mail, it won't get flattened or warped. There we go. Did I take those off? I did. All right, so let's take these off. What is the question again? What is your favorite candy? That is the question. Then we're going to just center this up the best that we can. Just like so. And there we go. All we need now is to put the inside in here. Did I not have an inside piece? And I didn't tell you what the measurements were for this card either. So these are 3x3s. And then you need your scrap white to stamp your leaves or whatever it is that you have. And then this is a die cut that comes, that's in the Paradise Garden. And that will, you'll get that in your make and takes. And then we just have the ribbon. So here is our insert. Again, you can decorate it, stamp it, however you want to. Maple nut goodies. Oh, really, Lynette? That's your favorite candy? Wow. Huh. Learn something new every day. Linder truffles. Oh, yeah. Mine isn't anything fancy like that. You know, mine are, you know, I can't make up my mind really a lot of times. I love turtles. Those are my absolute favorites. And then my second favorite is chocolate covered cherries. That is mine. All right, there we go. There is our last card. I hope you guys love these. And you're going to want the make and takes for these. And the last day to place an order to get these make and takes for free will be the 25th of this month. The last day to enter the contest too. And I will, you know, maybe I'll do to the 25th. That will give me 1, 2, 3 days to cut and get them in the mail. Okay, so the 25th will be the last day to purchase online, $45 on my online store. Thank you, Kim. Oh, thanks, Lynette. To purchase, let me rewind. Okay, so the 25th is 25th? No. Yes, the 25th, 28th. The 28th is the last day that you can purchase $45 or more in my online store to get these mailed to you for free. And the 25th is the last day to, if you're watching the replay, to comment, to play the games. Okay, so let's see here. I think that is just about it. I want to thank you guys so very much for coming on here and spending your Thursday night hour with me. Kim, you have a blast and enjoy your vacation on that cruise. Lynette, you have a wonderful weekend. Carol, I know you're not watching, but I know you're going to watch the replay. I'm praying for you, sister. I really hope that everything goes well. Yes. So, and I know that a couple other people couldn't be on here. One has some company, and all that jazz. So, and Nelda's reminder must have not went off, but that's okay. So, you guys have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy everything. And, oh, my husband's coming in from outside. He's trying to be all quiet. He could say hi if he wanted to.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. So anyway, thank you again so much. And you guys, thank you for sending those smiles and hugs, one card at a time. I really do appreciate it. And I know that the people that you send those cards to, Lynette said hi.
Hi.
Bye-bye, Kim. I know that those guys, the people that you send those cards to, they really love them. And it's just sending a smile and a paper hug, and it makes someone's day. And thank you so much for that. And also, I think that's it. Don't forget to subscribe on YouTube. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment in the comments and play the game if you would like to choose one of these cards that you will get. So, or not choose one of them, but win one of the 4 cards that we made tonight. Let me bring them back in so you guys can see them. So we have that one, we have that one, we have this one, and oops, let me flip down. There we go. So one of these 4 cards, 2 people will get to win. So anyway, again, thank you so very much. And I will see you same time, same place next week. Bye. Not even an hour, I did it.
Awesome.